surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Hold on. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. Need some holes, need some space up front. They're going to do a better job.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Ball is free. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
And you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Campbell. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Runs through the tackle.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it from the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Try to barge their way in. And he plows his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked. They should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll run the option. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be...
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush. But, man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets down with the slide.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create and tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but changes. Still a 14-point game. Here comes the offense onto the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Campbell. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's looking for an open man on second down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Dances away to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll do it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the second time, Paul, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility in football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bannister. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull 1 or 2 guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pirouettes through. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Line gets set, first down. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. On first down, here comes this offense. The give from the gun. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Berry.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. Get the guys great tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation now becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Allen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on 1st down productivity. That will not go down as a productive 1st down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, hitting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Wants to throw on third down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Smashes ahead. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Allen. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's looking to throw. And it's in for a touchdown.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
JT unit on the field. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. To the air on first down. And it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They want to get this defense on its heels. He'll keep it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He makes the catch. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And he's knocked down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Campbell. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. On the ground with the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked off his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed If it doesn't work, why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the grab outside. It's Brewster. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Quarterback adapting. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. All kinds of running room. strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looking for a productive play on first down. Give to the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give on the inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brewster. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff from the shotgun. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Matthews.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Second and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to the air one more time. And that one's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They go to the counter. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And here comes the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Complete to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll run it to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
This offense is really going to try to keep the defense on their heels in the run game by doing it with different guys. It'll be running backs, it'll be quarterbacks. They may even try to get receivers involved in the jet sweep game, reverse game as well. But a nice play there.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on fourth down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Keeps looking downfield. And it's in for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Handoff from the gun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gonna let it fly. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a host, and he's zinged that thing in there. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He can just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This is an offense that has skill. They've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that 1st down. Nice job, great nose for the 1st down.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. He's got it, and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continued to fight, continued to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. To a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.